This is Sam Hall with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, PenFed Realty and Two Alls Property in San Antonio, Texas. I've got another video in my home selling series that I wanted to talk to you a little bit about appraisals. Once we start getting offers in, one of the things we really have to consider when looking at those offers is what's the appraisal contingency on that contract. There's a form in Texas where on conventional loans, the buyers can offer to do one of three things. They can offer to completely waive the appraisal. They're basically saying no matter what the house appraises for, we're going to buy it. The second one is they can set a bottom end value. So if we have the house listed at $350 and they offer $375, they might say as long as the house appraises for $350, we are going to buy the home. The other option they have is saying that the appraisal has to be for the sales value of the home. It's their prerogative as a buyer to set those parameters. It's also your prerogative as a seller to accept or reject those terms. Another thing to consider is with VA and FHA loans. More often than not, in the third-party financing addendum, which is an addendum that's attached to the contract, it will say that the home has to appraise for the sales price. So keep that in mind when we're picking and trying to determine which is the best contract for you to accept. I'm not saying that you shouldn't accept a VA or an FHA loan because those people need to buy homes as well. But keeping in mind that a lot of times a conventional loan may be a little bit easier for them to waive appraisal contingency. And even on the FHA and VA sometimes, there will be accompanying letters that we really are not sure whether those are something we're going to be able to hold them to. But many times the buyers will say, hey, we're putting $25,000 down, or they'll show proof of funds for extra money to bring to closing. And those are all things that you have to consider as a seller. Determine what your risk level is and if you're willing to do that. So as I roll back and I talk about appraisals, that's why it's so important to know the true market value of your home. That's sort of a callback to that CMA video where I talked about comparative market analysis. It's really important to know the value of your home. And if you get an offer that's $50,000 more than the true value of your home based on recent comps, you really have to consider, is that going to close? So you have to look at what appraisal contingencies they put on that contract. And that's why having a trusted advisor as a real estate agent to help you with that decision-making process, not to make it for you, but to advise you, is very important. I hope this little video on appraisals is helpful. I've got a few more videos in the series, and hopefully you'll come back and watch those. Have a great day.